20, serving the Hartford and New Haven communities.
Today's Channel 20 sports presentation brought to you by Midas. Nobody beats Midas. Nobody.
Richter Park is set in the majestic rolling hills of western Connecticut, on land formerly used as farmland and an exclusive dog kennel. It was the estate of Stanley L. Richter, sitting in a perfect natural setting, awaiting its destiny to become one of the finest public golf facilities in the world. And in 1968, Mrs. Irene Richter donated 85 acres to the city of Danbury for recreational purposes. And with the city's matching acreage, Richter Park was born. By the early 1970s, the Edward Ryder designed golf course was already making its presence felt among public golf's elite facilities. It is recognized today as both beautiful and challenging. For at Richter Park, these elements blend together to provide the golfer with the competitive and aesthetic elements that epitomize the game. But on this day, this 6,741-yard par 72 golf course will be challenged by four of the finest golfers in the world. In British Open champion Mark Calcavecchia, the rising superstar Dave Rummels, PGA champion Payne Stewart, and five-time tour winner Ken Green. For on this day, Richter Park will host the 1990 Ping Challenge. Today's television broadcast of the 1990 Ping Challenge is presented by Kmart. The quality you need, the price you want. Hi, I'm Matt Adams, along with PGA Tour professional Jim Simons, and it's our pleasure to welcome you to this 1990 Ping Challenge here at Richter Park. Now, here's the way that today's format will work. The first 6 holes will be worth $1,000 each. The next 6 will be worth $1,500 each, and the last 6 holes will be worth $2,000 each. The player with the lowest score wins the hole. A tie constitutes a carryover. And, Jim, the players today will be playing for almost $30,000 in prize money, but there's a lot more at stake here.
The big thing is the pride factor. These players are seasoned veterans. They don't go out worrying about the other 3 guys every week they go play, but over the years they've noticed where they stand in relation to each other. Kenny Green is here on his home turf. He has that to protect. Calcavecchia has done extremely well, leading money winner early in the year and so forth. Payne Stewart has become one of the great players in the world. David Rummels is a birdie machine. When he gets on, he's tough. So we have a lot of potential, a lot of talent out there today, and we should see a lot of good action, a lot of chances for birdies.
They expect about 3,000 people here today at Richter Park, and as you can see, it's overcast and very windy. What effect do you think that'll have on the play?
Well, the wind always is a factor, and these greens are a little bit on the firm side. The downwind holes will be somewhat difficult to stop the ball, but with it being downwind off the tee, it allows the shorter shots in the greens. So these players are pretty long also, and they're going to be hitting a lot of short shots into the greens. The holes into the wind may present a little more of a problem, although, again, with the length they have, as long as they keep the ball in play, I don't think the wind's going to be a great factor. We're talking mild winds compared to what they've been playing in all spring and early summer.
So we have a great day of golf coming up.
I think a great day of golf, as long as Mother Nature keeps the old lightning bolts away.
We'll keep our fingers crossed. All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to take a look at what happened in the front 9 of this event today. Then Jim and I will move out to the course to cover the action on the back side. But first, let's meet Rick Bradshaw, a teaching professional who'll be covering the action for us in the field today.
Hi, I'm Rick Bradshaw, and I'll be covering the landing area today, the 1990 Ping Challenge.
Quality is so important to everything we do. If we ever forget that, then we no longer will be serving the customer in the way that we should. We're dedicated, committed to giving them the quality that they want. And we're committed to selling them the product at the best everyday low price. You have to be sincere in giving that customer the service they want, the price they want, the value that they want every single day. That's what it's all about.
My 3 sons know that it's quality that keeps us in business. So we spend a lot of time and effort researching club performance. We want the club to perform as well as you do.
We custom fit you, then custom build King Eye 2s to fit you whether you're short or tall.
We use state-of-the-art technology so that you're playing the same club King Tour players have proven.
King Golf Club, for those who want to play their best.
Tee Times, Hilton Head's only advanced and guaranteed tee time service. On the tee, hassle-free at any of 19 fantastic golf complexes. For twosomes to large groups. Custom accommodations also arranged. Call 1-800-562-5532 for your Tee Times.
You know, golf's a mental game. You have to feel good and look good, too. So get a set of clubs that looks best to you. Take my metal woods, for example. They have a larger sweet spot, so they're more forgiving. The bottom line is, get what looks good and also fit your budget. You can buy everything at Kmart, except a golf swing. Got to get that from your pro.
The key to winning this, you got two choices. Make a lot of birdies or distract them. Those are your two options. If I can't do the first, I will do the second. You have to be aggressive, but, I mean, with the quality of players we got here today, yeah, you're going to have to make some birdies to get any skins, and just hope that they don't cap you.
Payne, well-dressed today as usual.
Well, if I came out in slacks and looking like Ken, everybody'd really have their questions, wouldn't they?
You want to play your own game, but there's times you want to be aggressive out there. You know, somebody happens to, get in trouble on a few holes. You want to be a little conservative, but with the four guys we got here, every one of them can make a lot of birdies. So you're going to see a lot of birdies today. So you just got to be as aggressive as you can. I know Ken's an aggressive putter, but I doubt if he'll make any putts today. I really do. I think he's used them all up in the past, and we're going to come in here and clean house.
There might be a situation where you might have to pare back a little bit. If a couple guys are in the woods, and you might have to think about it a little bit. But for the most part, I think birdies are the main thing. Yes, I'm concentrating hard today. This is big. Yeah, there's a lot of pride out here. Nobody wants to get shut out, that's for sure. I know I don't, and I think everybody else feels the same way. So it'll be nice to get off to a quick start and get that first skin. So then you can just kind of freewheel it and not worry about it from there.
And that's exactly what Calcavecchia did, birdieing the 375-yard par 4 first hole and collecting $1,000. Green, Calcavecchia, and Stewart each posted pars in a 387-yard par 4 second hole, and play moved on to the 527-yard par 5 third hole, where Ken Green, Dave Rummels, and Mark Calcavecchia each birdied the hole and forced a $3,000 carryover to the 161-yard par 3 fourth hole, where Payne Stewart hit his shot to within 10 feet of the flagstick, and with the birdie putt, he walked off the green with $3,000 in his pocket. On the par 4 fifth hole, 3 pars forced a carryover, and then another half on hole number 6 forced a $3,500 carryover to the 580-yard par 5 seventh hole. There, Calcavecchia's birdie earned him a win and a total winnings of $4,500 through 7 holes. Payne Stewart was second with $3,000, and Dave Rummels and Ken Green as yet have been shut out.
There are a million trucks like the one you bought.
Hey, nice truck.
It's okay.
The trick is to make this one yours, and the place to make it happen is the Kmart Truck Center, where you'll find everything from toolboxes to running boards to seat covers at great Kmart prices. Kmart, for people who take trucks very personally.
Nice truck. Yours?
It is now.
Midas is coming at you with values by the truckload, announcing the biggest news to come down the road in a long time. It's Midas-Size Days, and right now, get $100 in coupons for savings on future Midas services. That's right, just purchase any Midas muffler before July 31st. For clean and quiet driving, take advantage of our value and quality, and these Midas-Size Days before they quietly disappear. Nobody beats Midas. Nobody.
Kmart rolls out beautiful decorator colors with Glidden spread satin interior latex paint. The quality you need at the price you want. $9.67.
Towfields RV Center in Farmington, Connecticut is your supermarket of motorhomes, featuring Georgie Boy. Tofields has everything from 20-foot mini motorhomes to the unequaled 40-foot marquee. Tofield also features other fine manufacturers of motorhomes, like Rockwood, Comfort, Travelcraft, and Safari. Tofields has a complete RV parts and accessory store for your browsing convenience. Stop by today and talk to our pros at Tofields RV Center, Farmington, Connecticut.
Kmart focuses on savings with the Kodak Deluxe S1100 camera kit with batteries and film. The quality you need at the price you want. $129 plus a $30 rebate.
I went beyond the gallery on the right side, Jim.
He looked like he made an easy swing, a little easier than his norm. My guess is he took a forehand and just tried to ease it and came up out of it a little bit.
You know, we lost ours on the last hole. Payne, are we going with the 7-iron? Okay. 7-iron for Payne.
It's an animal 7-iron.
Left or right wind into it a little. Get on the ground.
Left of the flag stick, Jim. How far would you say he's left for birdie?
It's, I'd say it's about 20 feet. Looks like he's about high exactly, and 20 feet left. Not too bad. Not a bad shot from here.
Dave Rummels with a 7-iron. He'll set this right at the flag. Natural draw, offset the left to right wind. Should be close if executed properly. No, he laid the shot over it again.
David's played that shot right at the stick, and it's just about 12 feet to the left side of the stick. It's a real nice shot, and he's got a good shot for birdie.
You don't think we win money on talent out here, do you? Single players? Good. I'm going with a 6-iron if anybody's interested. Probably.
Yeah, Kenny. Looked like a little bitty 6-iron. Didn't get his legs moving quite as fast as he would have liked and pulled it just a little bit left.
Not bad.
It's going to be just...
What is this?
Sunday.
Madness! Now is the time to strike.
Flash Gordon battles the evil Emperor Ming.
Get me Gordon and Barrett.
One of America's greatest comic book heroes comes to life.
Stop it now!
Catch all the action, plus the awesome hard-driving rock and roll soundtrack by Queen. It's Flash Gordon, Sunday night at 6 on Connecticut's movie station, WTXX-TV Channel 20.
Oh! What a great putt that was. Looked good all the way and just barely held off the left side there. Turned right around and ended up directly behind the cup. Payne looked like he rolled that one pretty well. He rolled it, looked like through the break, though. Just burned the left sideline by about 3 feet.
Dave Rummels has a good birdie run here.
Dave has the best chance. He's probably in the 14-foot range here, and David's a great putter. Great putter. He's, in the years I've watched him, if he doesn't make this putt, he'll be burning the edge.
$1,500 putt.
Well,
he's got it.
Attention all brides-to-be. The wedding gown sale you've been waiting for is here at Harold's of New Haven. Choose from a collection of over 300 designer gowns on sale now at half price. A $1,600 Elissa, just $800. A $1,000 Bianchi, only $500. And an elegant $2,000 Eve of My Lady, just $1,000. It's the sale smart brides have waited for from Harold's, Connecticut's bridal gown leader. Call Harold's, 19 Elm Street, New Haven for an appointment and your private showing of designer bridal gowns, now at half price.
Is there any way to get a car loan with bad credit or bankruptcy? There is a way. The Auto Loan Store can help almost anyone. Call 203-722-3206, and our program will help you get your car loan right away. If you're tired of being turned down, call now. The Auto Loan Store will answer your call 24 hours daily, 7 days a week. Call 203-722-3206. If busy, keep trying. Call now, 203-722-3206.
Inside the training rooms of every major professional sport, I found the secret to my arthritis pain relief. Flexol 454, the only pain-relieving gel endorsed by the athletic trainers of professional football, basketball, baseball, and hockey. Flexol is the locker room product of the NFL, and now Flexol is available to the rest of us who live with pain.
Flexol 454, the pain relief pro trainers recommend.
And who's this other Joe in San Francisco?
I'll tell you, this shot is that David just hit the shot right over top of that tree and cut the dog leg, and he's right about 153 coming into the 18th green. It was a real nice shot, and he's in position A. Mark really zoomed. Mark zoomed that about 35 yards by David's ball. Just a straight line shot over the top of the trees. He got into that. And he's looking at 135, 130 into the pin.
Players with all this high-tech equipment, though, you know, they're into the wind, they're still hitting it, 280 or so. So it seems like no hole plays long anymore.
Van Stewart's was also down the right side.
And green, same route.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's temptation is just too much. You have to go toward, you have to take off that yardage, otherwise it plays too long.
Midas is coming at you with values by the truckload, announcing the biggest news to come down the road in a long time. It's Midas-Size Days, and right now, get $100 in coupons for savings on future Midas services. That's right, just purchase any Midas muffler before July 31st. For clean and quiet driving, take advantage of our value and quality, and these Midas-Size Days before they quietly disappear. Nobody beats Midas. Nobody.
You know who to call.
Rent America. Rent to own. So much easier. Rent to own. Rent America. Rent to own.
If you like nuts, you'll love the crunchy nut taste of Clusters cereal. Only Clusters, as delectable little nut clusters no nut lover can resist. Almonds, pecans, walnuts, and honey crushed into little nut clusters and mixed with crispy flakes. So if you like nuts, you'll love Clusters cereal.
For show and tell, I brought my favorite cereal, Kix. Are these the kind with all the colors? Nope, just the color of corn. Any candy bits? Nope. These are good. I had them before. Let me have some.
Kids like Kix because of its crisp corn crunch.
Moms like Kix because it's low in sugar. Kix, kid-tested, mother-approved.
You got any more?
Your yardage estimates from here?
Well, I just heard Kenny say 162 yards to the hole is what his. It's a guesstimate, but that's as good as we're going to get. Good looking shot.
Well hit. Stewart.
Yeah, Payne probably has about 140 yards from here, but he's.
He's got 9 iron.
Yeah, Payne was refusing to tell Kenny what he was hitting there, but 9 iron was the club.
Our spotter had the call.
Hunter! Yo, Hunt! Yo, Hunt! Hunter! Hi, bud! Yeah, it's me. I'm the one that made you. Yeah, me. I'm going to hit a wedge, Hunt.
Can't agree with a wedge.
Switch to a 9 iron. Yeah. Breeze feels like it's come up against him. Good swing. Good swing.
Over his wife and family.
Fine. Very good shot. Good swing there.
Good shot.
Sure.
Calcavecchi has pulled it a little bit. Came over the top, pulled it a little bit left.
And there's our leaderboard, and we'll be right back. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Union Trust. We're shaping the future of banking. By Tee Times, the advanced and guaranteed tee time service at some of the world's finest golf facilities. For twosomes to large groups, on the tee, hassle-free. Call 1-800-562-5532 for your tee times. By the Danbury Hilton and Towers, home of TJ's, a place for steaks. The Hilton provided accommodations for the 1990 Ping Challenge. By Chase Industrial Equipment with aerial work platforms as well as forklifts and repairs. Call 775-9199 in Brookfield. By Albert's Auto Body, 36 Tamarack Avenue in Danbury. Call 743-3867. And by Beaverbrook Circuits, 10 Grassy Plain Street, Bethel, Connecticut. Call 744-2966.
Payne Stewart will be the first. This hole's worth $1,500.
That putt wasn't short. He was not going to leave it short. Of course, I would imagine there's some serious needling going on when a player leaves it short out here.
Is there a break in this putt for Kenny?
Yeah, it should break right to left. I'd say in the 6 to 12 inch range. He's got to hit it. He's got to hit it. Short.
He left it short. There it is.
There's the friendly needle. Now, you don't dare leave a short one short. Anytime you get inside 10 feet, it would be considered serious choking to leave one short from that range. But yet, these greens are a little slower than what the players are used to putting on, so if they really get into trying to make the putt, many times they will leave the ball short. Nothing worse than leaving it short right in the heart. I don't think Calcavecchi will leave it short, though.
with looking at the screen yesterday, how difficult is this putt?
It's not that hard. It's just maybe a little bit left to right, uphill. Almost nothing to it. See? It doesn't look difficult at all now.
Yeah.
There wasn't much break to it. It was uphill. The question mark was hitting it good and solid to get it to roll well.
Here's Dave Rummels at half the hole.
And Dave all of a sudden has a lot of pressure on him. This is not a long putt, but it's a little tricky. It's a slider left to right. He's got to put it to inside left edge and roll it good. Roll it firm. Good stroke. He did it.
This is the 10th hole, 406 yards, par 4. This is normally the first hole here at Richter Park, but for this event, they played the back 9 first and the front 9 last in order to accommodate the huge crowds that are on hand today. So far, money won to the front 9 is Mark Calcavecchi with $4,500. Payne Stewart with $3,000, Dave Rummels with $1,500, and our host Ken Green so far has been shut out. This hole is worth $3,000 with a carryover.
Looks like the spoon, which is 3-wood. Yeah, that was the tour spoon, 13 degree.
Matt, David's shot just cut that corner. It's rolling down about 85 yards from the pin. It's in position A. It's a real nice tee shot.
I saw you chatting with the golfers over there. Anything of interest?
No, Payne was just looking at his watch. I think he was concerned about maybe the weather or just getting done in time to catch a plane.
Calcavecchi with a 1.
Yeah, I think that wind coming up behind him now is Kenny's must have talked him into laying up. Unusual for him.
Looks like he's out about possibly 100, maybe 95 yards. But he's in a good position, and the ball is setting up for the throw shot.
Hey, I think you could carry the water from here if you wanted to go at it. Okay. You know what these guys tell me? Whatever.
This isn't one you want to get fancy, but the further you drive it, the tighter it gets.
Go ahead and talk. Do whatever you want to do. I'm not listening.
I believe he was talking on his backswing, if I'm not mistaken.
There's water on the right-hand side, that's why you're showing.
Yeah, there's a little pond out there on the right-hand side that keeps you from really cutting the corner. And there's OB straight ahead if you go too far.
Kenny just tried to cut the dog leg. Did a pretty good job. He's about 4 yards into the right rough, just ahead of David.
We'll be right back.
This is a pretty good breath mint. It's gotta be. Look at the size of it.
Well, I think a Tic Tac's better.
Come on.
No, really. That little Tic Tac freshens your breath every bit as well as that regular-sized Thirds. And only 1.5 calories.
Incredible.
Why so glum, then?
Well, I think you have the better breath mint.
I knew that.
Tic Tac. The incredible 1.5 calorie breath mint.
Can anyone resist the honey and nut taste of Honey Nut Cheerios?
Stay up now. Stay up.
How about some Honey Nut Cheerios?
What, cereal now?
But Honey Nut Cheerios has the great taste of honey and nuts.
Honey and nuts? Did you say real honey and crunchy nuts? Hey, B, got any milk?
It's a honey, it's a Honey Nut Cheerios.
Excuse me. Whoa.
Bumper to Bumper Auto Parts, Earl speaking. Yes, sir, we've got it. We've got that too. And now through July 8th, get your favorite NBA team sports bottle free with the purchase of any 2 Fram filters. And your coupon acts as an automatic entry into the Fram NBA Traveling Sweepstakes. Well, sir, thanks for calling, and come right in. We understand your car. From bumper to bumper. Visit a bumper-to-bumper store at a location near you.
Attention all brides-to-be. The wedding gown sale you've been waiting for is here at Harold's of New Haven. Choose from a collection of over 300 designer gowns on sale now at half price. A $1,600 Elisa, just $800. A $1,000 Bianchi, only $500. And an elegant $2,000 Eve of My Lady, just $1,000. It's the sale smart brides have waited for from Harold's, Connecticut's bridal gown leader. Call Harold's, 19 Elm Street, New Haven for an appointment and your private showing of designer bridal gowns. Now at half price.
They leave it low. They got a big break right there in the middle of the green. That's tough to read.
He's left it just on the front of the green. Main Street's approach shot.
Oh, look at this shot.
Caught that hill a little bit, Jim?
Yeah, it looked like it cut the downslope and released it, but I don't think the ball was spinning. It must not have had the lie to really spin the ball.
This is what iron coming in for these pros.
Well, this is probably a pitching wedge, a pretty full pitching wedge.
What's the distance?
I believe it's about 115 yards. 115.
Side wedge for Rummels.
Turn a little bit left. It may kick right, but, ooh, carried.
That was a sand wedge.
It was a sandwich? Yeah.
Because everything kicks to the right. I wasn't 100 yards. A little left. I wasn't 100 yards.
Hmm.
Well, guys, you guys are all right. I'm not going to go. Everybody need insurance?
Sand wedge for Kenny as well.
Slide.
15, 20 feet to the left?
Yeah, that was very good as far as the distance. Just pulled it just a little bit. I'd say he's about 15, 18 feet. A little bit short and left of the hole.
No.
As long as you sign an autograph. By the way, I need you guys. Oh, three. One of my guys I'm playing against.
David's got a tough little shot here. He's coming out of the rough. He's going straight downhill. He's got to land his ball real soft. Oh, it's a good shot. Good shot. Well, even at that, as good as he hit it, it went 7 feet by. It was as good as he could do. He had one other chance, and it was to hit the pin and go in the hole.
Tell me a little bit about this putt.
Well, it looks like it's fairly flat, but it's definitely going left to right. I think it depends on how firm Kenny hits it, but I believe it's just outside left edge with a good firm roll. If he dives it in the hole, he can get it probably 4 or 5 inches up on the left.
This also affords us a good shot of his fashion.
Yeah, well... Beautiful, said Payne, as he missed it by 18 inches. And I think I misread that by about a foot myself.
Swing in this one. Days like today, I wonder how I make a living out here. On page. So a lot of these other people out here watching. Making a living out here? That could have been it. that. They said, judging by that shirt, you are making a living out of it. His wife made that shirt. Now, how does that fit? Look at that shirt he's wearing, though. He's got on. You got to be from New York. Right? Think about it.
He's got a tough foot, but it breaks hard the whole way, to right to left. Boy, as high as he hit it, he still didn't hit high enough. Tough putt hit it high enough.
Don't forget to buy some shirts when you get back up to the clubhouse.
We'll move on. Okay.
If you like nuts, you'll love the crunchy nut taste of Clusters cereal. Only Clusters has delectable little nut clusters no nut lover can resist. Almonds, pecans, walnuts, and honey crushed into little nut clusters and mixed with crispy flakes. So if you like nuts, you'll love Clusters cereal.
You live here. You don't live here. So zap New York and get connected to Connecticut on Connecticut TV. Turn to WTXX TV weeknights between 5 and 8 for the best in comedy entertainment. And then at 8, you won't want to miss some of the biggest and best recent box office hits on Channel 20. Watch Connecticut TV, Channels 3, 8, 20, 26, 30, 61, and CPTV, and get connected to Connecticut.
Midas is coming at you with values by the truckload, announcing the biggest news to come down the road in a long time. It's Midas-Size Days, and right now, get $100 in coupons for savings on future Midas services. That's right, just purchase any Midas muffler before July 31st. For clean and quiet driving, take advantage of our value and quality, and these Midas-Size Days before they quietly disappear. Nobody beats Midas. Nobody.
For constipation, one laxative has both more fiber and no sugar. Fiberall. These brands have equal laxative fiber. Metamucil adds sugar. Fiberall adds brand. Result, relief. Fiberall. No sugar, more fiber.
A cheese riddle. Excuse me, Giorgio. What do you get when you add mozzarella to an ordinary tomato? Something to sing about. That's right. Cheese makes it taste better. So don't forget the cheese.
5. This hole is worth $4,500 with the carryover.
You guys got to back up. That's like you're a reporter. You can go down at any time when it's no big deal.
Oh, wow. Found it. It's going left. Jim, your observations of Dave Rummel's swing.
Dave starts off with a strong left-hand grip, and he's a little handsier than I would like to see him. And I think he's a very talented, very coordinated individual, and I think he can play more with his hands, and he squares the club up very well. But because of his strong grip, he plays the ball right to left most of the time.
Mark Alcavecchi with a beautiful shot.
Matt and Jim, Marsh has played a slight fade up the left side of the fairway. He's in the short grass, and he's still got himself about 200 yards in on this 518-yard par 5.
He wouldn't fit in well with this grass.
Payne Stewart with a great shot.
Payne's hit it right down the middle. Maybe about 5 yards short of Mark. Perfect position, though. Still about just close to 200 yards coming into the stick. Kenny in much the same position as Payne. He's about 10 yards to the right of him. Still in good position.
Stay with us. We'll be back with more from the 1990 Ping Challenge.
Kmart's policy is to have everyday low prices on our products across the board every day, and that's what it's all about. Name brand products, best prices in town. Our customers want it, and if we can't give them the quality that they want at the prices that are the lowest in town, then they should go somewhere else. But I promise you, I won't let that happen. It's my responsibility to see that they get the quality they desire at the price they want every day.
Tee Times, Hilton Head's only advanced and guaranteed tee time service. On the tee, hassle-free at any of 19 fantastic golf complexes. For twosomes to large groups. Custom accommodations also arranged. Call 1-800-562-5532 for your Tee Times.
See that you got a slight hole there in your toes of your left foot there. I know there's a reason. It wouldn't, unless you were hanging out with Andy Bean and you were wrestling alligators. Can you tell me what's behind that?
No, I was doing something almost as rare as that. I was trying to be a mechanic and fix my heater on my jacuzzi, and I was back there barefoot in a pile of rocks, which wasn't smart in the first place. And it was beginning to hurt, so I decided to hop on out of there, and on my way out, I caught a nice little round pipe over there in the corner of my plumbing there, and I kicked it with a good amount of force because I was running out of there, and I thought I broke it. It swelled up to about the size of my big toe. So that was about 9 days ago, and it still hurts.
So it's bruised. It's not, you didn't gash it or anything.
No, I didn't gash it. It just turned black and swelled up. So
that just relieves the pressure.
That relieves the pressure. Yeah, I couldn't, because when I walked on it, you know, your foot squishes out, and the side of my toes is what still hurts a lot.
Can you drive over to the left side on your way through?
Just a little bit. I think I'm kind of hanging back a little bit, but like I said, the downhill shot I had back there on one hurt because I was downhill and I kind of had to. That's why I hit it fat, because I hung back. It still hurts a little bit, but.
I think the fact that you're at least aware of what you're doing because of the situation is a start, because many times with injuries you start doing things in your swing and you don't catch it until later.
Exactly. So hopefully I won't get in any bad habits because of it.
Okay, good.
All right, thanks.
Good luck to you.
David's got a precarious position here. He's hit it in the tree, and it's going to be a tough approach up from there.
Well, that's one where you might put it in your pocket and with the format go to the next hole.
I was going to ask you what club you use.
Out of the tree. Tree wedge or something, I don't know. But it's like I say, this format, it's not a matter of trying to make the best score you can make from that position, which would be a 6 or 7. You're just trying to, now you're...
Do the best you can.
Do the best you can.
We'll have more golf from Richter Park and the 1990 Ping Challenge after this.
Old warriors.
We are the nation's toy soldiers.
Lucky to be alive.
Killing is our business. Business is good.
A young soldier.
I'd like to apply for a line unit in Vietnam.
Ready to be a man. A country at war with itself.
I'll do everything I can to stop the war.
A world television premiere. James Caan, Angelica Houston, James Earl Jones. Gardens of Stone. Monday night at 8 on Channel 20.
Got.
Oh, that's a good-looking shot. Release.
That's a great bunker shot.
Beautiful-looking shot. But
again, this hole's a
short
518-yard par 5. He's there in 3. $4,500 in the line. Actually, from this angle, do you think Payne's away or Ken Green? I think it'll be Ken Green next. Tell me about this putt, Jim.
Kenny's getting ready to go. Well, it's downhill. It goes a little bit left to right, but it's not a huge breaker. Tough putt to make, though. Very. Very, very good putt there. Oops, there goes the putter. Slipped out of his hands.
Ken Green, one of the more colorful players on tour in many ways.
He has the slipperiest grip on tour with his putter. He burned that one. That had...
that was an eagle putt.
That had eagle all over it.
Payne Stewart. Tell me about his putt.
Yeah, it's going down the hill and then actually back up at the hole. Should break a little to the right at the end.
A little firm. He wasn't going to be short. This is what happens sometimes in this format, is they actually hit putts a little harder than they would normally because they're thinking make. And if they were playing just their own ball in a medal play format, they would tend to be a little less aggressive in making sure they hit they try to make the putt, but they try to make it with the right speed. Now you find that they're trying to make it and not worry about the speed so much, thinking they'll take the break out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't change gears when you're doing one thing. Most of your life, it's hard to change gears and switch thinking.
For birdie.
Good putt. Good putt for Calcavecchia, yep. Took the harassment from Kenny and still...
Stay with us. We'll be back with more from the 1990 Ping Challenge.
Rent what you want when you want it. Everything for your home. Just pick up the phone. Call Rent America. You can rent to own.
RCA is America's #1 TV, and Rent America has your #1 price. Rent this 20-inch stereo TV with remote for just $12.95 a week. And now we beat the competition cold on this name brand full-size refrigerator. Anyone can rent to own.
Call Rent America. You can rent to own.
Kenny, I just heard Kenny say that he swears it's 160 yards without any wind. So actual yardage, he's saying it's 160, which I think that's pretty accurate. I mean, I think based on what I saw yesterday, since you and I can't walk across water, we just have to guess.
I personally don't think it's enough stick.
Ken Green saying 700. Dave Rummel saying.
Got it at it. Oh, yeah. Plenty of stick. Good shot. Good shot there, David.
I've been wrong all day.
This is a $6,000 golf hole.
Pulled it a little bit. Not at all happy with it. It's long and left.
Into the gallery.
There you go. It's somewhat uncharacteristic. Calcavecchia, the swing itself looked pretty decent. I think he had the wrong club and knew it.
You hear that exchange? From the gallery, that's what you hit.
Bad seven. Beautiful swing. A little left. He's got a little left.
You know, this format event must be fun for these golfers after playing week after week on the tour, which is very high pressure. To come out here and just have fun.
To really not have to worry about having a bad hole or every shot being life or death. And some of the difficult courses that we do play make you pretty much uptight when you go play. Every round of golf, you've got to be fearing something, and many holes on both sides of the fairway, sometimes on both sides
to the green. And this format, primarily the players are standing up there aiming at the pin. They're trying to, obviously still trying to make a good golf swing like they do anytime. But the fears are removed, and they can freewheel it, so to speak. That doesn't mean that when they have a 4 or 5 footer to win $15,000 that collar doesn't get a little tight on those.
This hole worth $6,000. That's if it continues to carry over, that could very well happen.
That's right. That's right.
Don't get me wrong, I love golf, but there are times when I just need to get away from it all. My first stop is always the Kmart Sports Center. They've got everything. Great camping and fishing gear, bikes, and great golf stuff, too. I get a lot without paying a lot. But today, my mind's on fishing. Rod, looks like it swims a little right to left.
Gotcha. Back here at the green, Mark Calcavecchia had a chip on from his shot into the gallery. Payne Stewart, how far would you?
I think Payne's about 20, close to 25 feet downhill, left to right break. It's a makeable putt. It's a makeable. He's got to hit it. He's got to hit it. He left it short. Yeah, it zeroed in. I believe the line wasn't bad if it hit it. Nice try, Kent. Anytime they leave it short, they're a target for harassment.
I did too.
Looked like it went left right away. Kenny knew it. Everybody else in the group knew it.
Well, we have a chance for a skid here. But knowing Dave, in the spirit of competition, we'll probably like to carry it over just another hole.
This looks like a very makeable putt. He's got it about 8 feet.
Of course, this is winning price worth $6,000.
$6,000. That makes it just a little bit tougher.
He's got it.
Solid. That's a great putting stroke right there. A great putting stroke.
Puts it in the tree on the previous hole and he ends up winning. Go ahead, hon.
They should have 3 decks out here.
Mom, get me out of this cage.
Dave Rubble's here at the tee. This hole is now worth $2,000. It's a 430-yard par 4. Now, this hole's a dog leg right.
David just hit a nice cut shot right around the dog leg. Just got by the trees, but is sitting up in the fairway with a good approach shot to the green.
Ooh. That was hot.
Going to be sitting up just a little bit left center. Going to have a little bit longer shot and maybe 10 or 15-yard shot further than David. David cut that dog leg. Payne's hit a perfect shot right around the dog leg, landing softly, about the same length as Mark. Again, a real nice approach shot coming into the green. Kenny with a little lower trajectory.
congratulations on the putt there.
Thanks.
That was a good-looking.
Good hole for me, Jim.
Good-looking putt. The Dave Rummels I know, there wasn't much doubt about that putt. Now, you said you've been having trouble with your putting this year. Now, do you know what you were doing?
Well, basically, it's not really been, I haven't really been rolling the ball that bad. It's just I haven't had the right speed on the ball basically all year.
Have you mishit the putts that don't have the right
really.
speed? No.
I'm either hitting them too hard or too soft. I just can't get the proper, speed on it.
Okay.
The last few weeks, I've been putting a little better, so I think as the year goes on, I'll start to putt a little better.
Does a acceleration or a deceleration affect the speed? Do you really try to work on
No question. It just
accelerating?
It just depends on the type of greens we play. On the slower greens, I definitely try to, accelerate through the ball.
Sure.
But, when you get a lot of fast greens, you have a tendency to decelerate too much. That's what I've had my biggest problem on real fast greens.
Trying to create feel, right. And yeah, you have a very solid-looking, accelerating putting stroke, and that
kind of a pop stroke.
It makes the ball roll exceptionally well, hold line, even when the greens are a little, a little rugged, grainy greens and so forth. But do you use any type of training devices when you practice
I used
putting?
to, Jim. I used to use the thing called the putt band. I used to use
band,
that.
Yeah.
And I've also used, a lot of times I'll put down 2 clubs to help, get my alignment right and my eye level right, and just various little things. I don't really stick with one thing. I'll just do little things. I practice my putting quite a bit.
Yeah. You look to me like the thing mechanically, the thing that you do very well, and I've tried to do it myself, and a lot of the modern day players are doing it. But the putter comes back very square and very straight back, straight through, and very little rotation of the blade.
I don't swing it open and close like a lot of guys do. I just try to take straight back and straight through.
And that's something you can always go back to.
Right.
All right, well, congratulations.
Thanks,
Good luck to you. Okay, Dave.
You live here. You don't live here. So zap New York and get connected to Connecticut on Connecticut TV. Turn to WTXX TV weeknights between 5 and 8 for the best in comedy entertainment. And then at 8, you won't want to miss some of the biggest and best recent box office hits on Channel 20. Watch Connecticut TV, Channels 3, 8, 20, 26, 30, 61, and CPTV, and get connected to Connecticut.
Payne's hit the shot right at the stick. It's a beautiful shot. Here's Mark's shot. It's coming at it as well. It's going to come up a little bit short, but right. Another beautiful shot. It sucks back about 12 feet. The 2 beautiful shots. Kenny again coming right at it, a little bit to the right of this pin. A little action coming back. He left himself about a 22 footer. David coming off that $6,000 scan. It's going to be not too much pressure on him coming into the stick. David hitting it right to left and low coming in. He's come up a little bit short. It's going to suck back. Here comes Payne up with a beautiful approach shot. Payne measures to see if it's within leather, and he picks that up. There's Hunter. Let's see if Hunter, Kenny's little boy, can put that in the hole. There we are. David's got to start this putt uphill.
Jim Payne Stewart, of course, was given his putt.
Yeah, it looked like they have a gentleman's agreement about in the leather today. That's a little different than the PGA Tour rules, but I guess a fun day like today, they make their own rules.
I tell you, they've really done a great job. The gallery has just been delighted all day.
I get a kick out of the Kenny and the little kids here, and I don't know how much of this is a setup or how much is, but
he's very much your family man. The kids are around all the time. His wife Ellen. Oh.
Yeah, Kenny's doing a great job as host of this event, and he's.
Tell me about this putt he's got here.
Well, it looks like it's downhill and right to left. Should break pretty good. Hang up, hang up, hang up. It got near the hole about the last 3 feet, and it broke a lot more than it actually looked as it lost its speed, but it still went 4 feet by. It's not an easy putt at all. This putt's more of a makeable putt. Where Calc's coming from, he's got it uphill, and just looks like it ought to go a little bit right to left. He can put it inside right, inside right edge or right edge, and be pretty firm with it. It should work out. If he can putt at all.
This hole is worth $2,000.
Yeah, this is just a tie. That ball, as it lost its speed, didn't try to fall left. It stayed straight, or if anything, it fell right. But it's not the putt he wanted, I know. He wanted to firm it in there from going that direction. So that's Stu's $2,000.
No matter what sport America likes, there's one place America looks. One place with the best brands in sports. One place with the best prices in sports. One place that has it all in one place. Kmart, the one place to go when you go out for sports.
Tee Times, Hilton Head's only advanced and guaranteed tee time service. On the tee, hassle-free at any of 19 fantastic golf complexes. For twosomes to large groups. Custom accommodations also arranged. Call 1-800-562-5532 for your tee times. The 14th hole is a 175-yard par 3. The players will be hitting 6 or 7 irons to a plateaued green. The tee shot must carry 160 yards over water with the pin today in the upper right-hand corner. Payne Stewart, fresh off his $2,000 win. Now has $5,000 total. Dave Ramos leads the pack with $7,500.
Thank you very much.
This is a real tough green to approach with that pin placement. Jim, as you remember yesterday, because there's a big ridge up there, as you can see from our green camera.
Right. Yeah, I would have. My guess is on that one that
I'm looking good.
Either he was told the wrong yardage, or he may have hit that a little.
You know, that they understand the kind of year I've had. They're gonna help me.
Dave Ramos has a 5-iron.
Shank it. Ramos was the favorite. We predicted it. Ramos was the top dog at the moment. What Payne got?
This hole is worth $2,000.
Come on, come in. Come in. That's a piece.
Yeah.
Good shot.
It's tough little pin placement up there on the shelf.
it has to land the right distance. If it comes up a little bit short, it hits the slope and comes back down the green. If it hits beyond, it's going to jump forward up the hill into the gallery. So it's very difficult to get the right club here.
Mark also has a 5-iron. He stayed on top of the ridge.
That was a good shot. It looked like Mark tried to hit like a little punch cut there, and it looked beautiful. Good trajectory, fairly low. Wind never really got it too much, and worked left to right.
Ken Green disturbed by something in the background. Bob. 5-iron for Kenny.
Hey, get in the hole!
Looking shot.
Great shot by Ken Green.
People love it. People love it. Good shot, Kenny.
Come on, Green, make it!
How much money did you get from shooting that far and that close?
Well, this guy getting in there. Really makes it
Matt,
hard.
what happened if you got it in?
Good shot of the gallery here.
We're in close quarters right here. Great little pin placement.
Doug's over there. Where?
Payne getting a little heckling from Kenny as usual. The other three have put the ball up here on the level of the pin, and Payne was a little bit short. I couldn't tell whether Payne actually hit that a little bit heavy. He mishits very few shots, but I kind of thought maybe that was a little bit
You
heavy.
got your caddy trained well. He's got Mark cornered.
Oh, it's his boy.
It's Kenny's son, Hunter.
Firm, easy. Good try. I think there again, it's in the effort to get the ball to the hole, making sure he wasn't short, that he would not want to be putting it that firm if he had to put him coming back. Keep track of total metal, so. Matter of fact, that was pretty easy right there, the way they gave him the second putt. This ball should slide a little left to right, downhill. Good putt.
Oh, that's a beautiful putt.
Boy, that looked good all the way.
Great
Perfect
birdie for
speed.
Mark, and his 14th hole.
Mark Alcavecchia makes a lot of putts like that. He's a great putter from just about all distances. You get him in that 12, 14, 18-foot range, and at times he's deadly. He makes more than his share. I guess that's why he wins the money he does.
Dave Ramos for the half.
Just a little lack of speed there. That's what Dave was telling us earlier as far as the speed on his putts not being quite right. That would have been in with a firmer speed. I think he liked the speed, actually, but this format, you tend to be a little firmer than that. Kenny's having a little family problem here. Where's Mom?
Here comes Kenny's wife, Ellen.
Come on, Ellen, we need some help here. Now, Hunter wants to putt this ball, and Kenny won't let him. Kenny's now getting some friendly advice from Payne.
Just to have Mark Alcavecchia with a birdie. He's got it.
Once again, the very good friends do it to each other.
Here you go, Jim. Hey, Jim.
There's our leaderboard, and we'll be right back.
Midas is coming at you with values by the truckload, announcing the biggest news to come down the road in a long time. It's Midas-Size Days, and right now, get $100 in coupons for savings on future Midas services. That's right, just purchase any Midas muffler before July 31st. For clean and quiet driving, take advantage of our value and quality, and these Midas-Size Days before they quietly disappear. Nobody beats Midas. Nobody.
Old warriors.
We are the nation's toy soldiers.
Lucky to be alive.
Killing is our business. The business is good.
A young soldier.
I'd like to apply for a line unit in Vietnam.
Ready to be a man. A country at war with itself.
I'll do everything I can to stop the war.
A world television premiere. James Caan, Angelica Houston, James Earl Jones. Gardens of Stone. Monday night at 8 on Channel 20.
The 15th hole is a 413-yard par 4. The player's tee shot should carry over the top of the hill. From there, they will probably be hitting a pitching wedge to a pin in the middle of the green. .413-yard par 4, 15th hole. Payne Stewart. Looks like a great shot.
That's Payne Stewart's shot off the tee. It's a nice drive. He's on the downslope. It's going to be a little bit of a tough approach shot coming in. A big drive in the center of the fairway.
Dave Rummels. Looks like about the same area.
David Rummel's shot, landing right here in front of us. Again, it's going to just hit a little bit of the downslope into the rough, but the ball's sitting up in the rough. It's not going to affect his approach shot in.
Yeah. Our total so far: Dave Rummels, $7,500. Payne Stewart, $5,000. Mark Calcavecchia has won $4,500. Ken Green as yet has been shut out.
Mark Calcavecchia landing here on the left side of the fairway, going down the slope. Just going to be nestled up just close to the left side of the rough.
And last to hit, Ken Green.
It's not quite as much needling going on now that we're getting down the last couple of holes as what there had been earlier, and that's very typical. Guys get a little more serious and they get that. Wouldn't surprise me that Kenny get a little more serious. He doesn't want to get shut out. His home course.
Wait a minute, Ken. This was a collection from the gallery.
The needle in his back.
Yeah, at least Mark's not too serious.
To the right side.
Okay.
That's 15 yards off to the rough on the right. Just in front of that pine. Looks like he is going to have a swing at it, but he's going to have some definite problems trying to fly these trees into the green. And he's still left himself about 173 yards into the stick.
We'll have more golf from Richter Park and the 1990 Ping Challenge after this.
Trust relates to what we do with our customers and how our customers relate back to us. Do they trust us? Do they trust that the price we place on a product is the lowest? Do they trust the fact that we have quality in the products that we sell? Do they trust what we say when we advertise the best prices in town with the best quality? That's trust. Trust is very important, and we try to convey that every day when we deal with our employees and when we deal with our customers.
Jim, what kind of lie does he have there?
For being in the rough, the lie...
What kind of lie does he have?
For being in the rough, the lie is pretty good. The problem is he's got to hit a huge cut to get the ball back to the green, and that's... Anytime the ball's in the rough like that, it's questionable as to how much you can curve it. And he's got to... Just have to be a magician.
It's all yours. I can sense it.
You want me to tell him how tough it is?
I can't get to the pin. I don't have enough stick to get to the pin. So I guess I got to go for the whopper slice.
It'll come off the hill.
The four's not going to do me any good.
It'll come off the hill.
I'm going for the whopper slice.
Would you explain the whopper slice to us?
Well, it's aim left. Hit it as hard as you can. Take two hands and slices. Nothing to explain. It's a pure miracle. We're going to try to do it with the cleek.
Oh, boy.
Stay back, man.
Stay back a little bit, please, so you don't get hit.
Yeah. Just one pine's in my way, otherwise I'd have this shot. I eliminate that little tip of the tree.
Great golf shot.
Come on back. Come back.
I don't know whether it curved enough or not, but that was a great golf shot.
Again, Kenny had that tough approach shot, and he missed the green left. And it's basically in jail down there. It's a tough shot up into the green. David Rummel's next, in the rough, slight downslope. Again, with that right to left movement, he's starting at the pin. It's coming right. I'll tell you, it's a nice approach shot, leaving himself about 10 to 12 feet. Here's Mark's approach shot from the left side of the fairway. Nice action. Just coming up about 20 feet short of a nice little uphill putt for his bird.
Payne Stewart with a 9-iron.
Very nice approach shot.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Union Trust. We're shaping the future of banking. By Tee Times, the advanced and guaranteed tee time service at some of the world's finest golf facilities. For twosomes to large groups, on the tee, hassle-free. Call 1-800-562-5532 for your tee times. By the Danbury Hilton and Towers, home of TJ's, a place for steaks. The Hilton provided accommodations for the 1990 Ping Challenge. By Chase Industrial Equipment with aerial work platforms as well as forklifts and repairs. Call 775-9199 in Brookfield. By Albert's Auto Body, 36 Tamarack Avenue in Danbury. Call 743-3867. And by Beaverbrook Circuits, 10 Grassy Plain Street, Bethel, Connecticut. Call 744-2966. Mark Kalkovecki for birdie. Will this move?
Pretty straight, the last part. May have gone a little bit to the right. Either that or he was expecting to break left, but I think he thought it was in. It's a good putt, awfully good putt. Perfect speed. The putt that Payne has here is a little bit of a left to righter, and it's a little bit downhill. His best chance of making it, though, is to really be firm and just try to keep it just outside the cup on the left, and just try to roll it. Try to roll it like Dave Rummels does, end over end. There it is. Oh, boy, hit a good putt. Hit it good and solid. Not sure that he started it quite high enough, but that was well struck. This putt isn't that dissimilar. It's a a little higher in that it's going to have a similar kind of break, a little left to right, a little bit more of a field putt than I think what Payne had.
Get it.
Oh my goodness, that was a pure roll right there. Just didn't take the break.
And there's our leaderboard, and we'll be right back.
No matter what sport America likes, there's one place America looks. Kmart, the one place with the best brands in sports. Coleman coolers go anywhere. Get a 10-quart cooler, Polylite 48-quart cooler, or 2-liter jug at great everyday low prices. Come to the one place that has it all in one place. Kmart, where to go when you go out for sports.
My 3 sons know that it's quality that keeps us in business. So we spend a lot of time and effort researching club performance. We want the club to perform as well as you do.
We custom fit you, then custom build Ping-Eye 2s to fit you whether you're short or tall.
We use state-of-the-art technology so that you're playing the same club Ping Tour players have proven.
Ping golf clubs for those who want to play their best.
When the night has come, no, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, stand by me. Oh,
Call the Alzheimer's Association. We're here to stand by you.
The 16th hole is a 526-yard par 5. The tee shot should end up down the left-hand side of the fairway if one is to reach the green in 2. Both sides of the fairway are lined with tall trees, giving it great beauty and definition. The pin today is in the back middle. It could possibly be reached by the longest of hitters.
I think it's a little personal bet between the 4 of us.
What they're doing here, Jim, is they're going to attempt to hit across the water. This is a beautiful golf course, as you had a chance to see.
It's gorgeous.
Yesterday and today, yeah.
A lot of water, just a beautiful lake, huge lake.
Well, they're going to attempt to hit across the lake.
Well, my experience has been that when you're hitting across a lake, it's usually a lot further than it looks. And I don't have any idea whether these guys, as long as they are, whether they can hit it across it or not. Now, it looks right off that it's further if you go left than if you go right. And there may be a little secret there on that as far as the exact line. But
you have to suspect, because Kenny suggested the challenge, that he's done it before.
Kenny knows how to do it, and the other guys have the same power that Kenny has. So I don't know, it might be a trick here. I didn't see it.
Straight as an arrow. He didn't make it. He didn't make it.
Didn't make it. The ball didn't make
Just in front.
I think everyone was stunned, and Payne was stunned the most. Because he nailed it. Now Kenny's saying you didn't hit it in the right place.
Didn't make it.
No, pretty close, but no go. I gotta believe that Kenny and Payne couldn't do it. David can't do it either, but who knows?
Now, they just shared the same club there. What kind of driver do you suspect that is?
Well, I think it's that new high-tech Jay's professional weapon, the one that Nicholas and Norman are hitting so far. Now, that was nailed right there. We'll see. No.
Didn't make it.
No, but it's pretty close again. I mean, at least from here, it looks like it's darn close.
If you had to guess how far these guys are hitting these drives, what would you say?
Well, I'd say that those balls are probably carrying 260 in the air would be my guess, which is an awfully long carry. I calculate you might be able to hit it even further than that without a helping wind. But he just teed it up a little higher. He's going to catch one on the upswing and just try to get a ton of carry. We'll see here. Oh, he pulled it. That ain't going to work because that's a kind of a pull hook.
Didn't make it.
Although that almost made it. No, it looks like it's a lot further on that line.
They're going to try it again.
This one's just far enough to be a tease. I mean,
they've all moved up by the 5 feet
it.
that they didn't make it.
Bean's got 1 foot in the water hazard right now. He hit it left. He thought maybe if Calcavecchia knows the way.
Nope.
No, I don't think so.
Mark looks like he's in about the same position he was in before.
Mark looked like he had the longest drive of the group so far, but his line looked like it wasn't right. We'll see. Oh. It's still left.
He made it.
Yeah, somehow his ball had a little more noise to it when it made contact than the others. Crack.
Oh, Kenny didn't make it.
What did it do? It didn't make it?
No.
Did he hit it low?
Oh, he didn't.
Not as high as Mark.
No, it wasn't as high as Mark's, but I think it hit a tree and kicked in.
Shot. That's a different line.
He made it.
Yeah. I thought it looked shorter that way. That's a good shot. That was hit well. No matter how much money these guys make, they still got a lot of little kid in them. You know, they're playing the games.
Now getting down to business, this is the 16th hole today. Normally plays the 7th hole here at Richter Park, but again, they've switched sides for this special event. It's a 526-yard par 5. And tell me about Payne Stewart's swing here again.
Well, to me, he has one of the best swings on tour. Look how he takes it away in one piece. Beautiful full shoulder turn. Never looks like he hits the ball hard.
In their left trees, Payne's in serious trouble.
Tempo and you try to kill it? I can't believe I didn't think of this earlier.
And now Dave Rummels.
Now Dave is a little different in that he has a very strong left-hand grip, and he has a little bit of a dropping motion at the ball, but he gets through the ball very well. Drives his right shoulder down the line a long time, releases his upper body.
Actually, from this side, he's got a good approach if he chooses to try to hit this green in 2.
Now, Mark Calcavecchia, your impressions.
Mark is a fuller. He looks like a big, strong guy, and he doesn't look like he has the finesse of some of the others. And through the ball, he drags his right foot in behind the left foot, which would lead you to believe that he really wasn't releasing the club or the body fully.
And Ken Green.
Kenny has a good swing. I think that if he had a little longer backswing, a little more of a shoulder turn, he would have a little more fluidness in his swing, and it would create the impression of being a little smoother.
Stay with us. We'll be back with more from the 1990 Ping Challenge.
Kmart predicts a cool summer with a Coleman Polylite 48-quart cooler. The quality you need at the price you want. $16.96.
Tee Times, Hilton Head's only advanced and guaranteed tee time service. On the tee, hassle-free at any of 19 fantastic golf complexes. For twosomes to large groups. Custom accommodations also arranged. Call 1-800-562-5532 for your tee times.
Kmart keeps your car in prime condition with Amoco motor oil. The quality you need at the price you want. 69 cents a quart.
Me, Kenny.
That's an absolutely beautiful shot.
Payne Stewart just laid up out of a tough shot out of the trees.
Oh, Kenny. Good shot out of there.
That was a great out.
Yeah, it was a very difficult situation. He was up in the leaves and the brush. It looked like poison ivy, whatever, miniature oak trees, and he got the club through and got it back out in the fairway.
Dave Ramos with a 3-wood.
That's a beautiful shot. He's hit the screen too. It's running right up. About 18 feet from the pin. That's an outstanding shot from there.
Calcavecchia here. He's got to cut it just a little bit from that angle.
High cut.
It's in two, so we have two eagle putts coming up.
I think.
Just hit off a fan, off the back left side of the green. They'll have a chip into the pin.
He's got one of those questionable eyes as far as the ball spinning. He's got to rely. Oops, a little
Too much dirt behind the ball there. Not what he wanted. It looked like he was trying to throw the ball up high and soft out of that grass because he knew he couldn't really spin the ball that well. Going to rely on height to stop it, and accidentally entered behind the ball, hit it fat. Calcavecchia putting for an eagle. Ooh, perfect speed. About 8 inches left. He says he pulled it. He looked at it, actually, he looked at it like he thought he made it early on.
Dave Ramos also has an eagle putt.
Yeah, that was 2 excellent golf shots he hit in here.
Oh, I'll tell you, there's If you want to copy a putting stroke, there's one right there to copy. It's all shoulders. It's very, very simple. It's very pure.
We'll have more golf from Richter Park and the 1990 Ping Challenge after this.
Time Life Music announces your hit parade. All your favorite songs of the 40s and 50s. Start at 1945, just $9.99 for double-length cassettes, $11.99 for 2 LPs or compact discs.
Gonna take a sentimental journey, drinking rum and Coca-Cola.
You belong. Then you'll have the opportunity to audition other great albums. The music of your memories in digital sound.
Hello, Jack.
So call now for this introductory price. Here's how to order.
You little baby in the USA.
Call 1-800-776-2800. That's 1-800-776-2800. Or send just $9.99 for cassette or $11.99 for records or CD, plus $3 shipping to the address on your screen.
Well, being one of the tallest kids in school made me very self-conscious and very depressed. Seems like all anyone ever said to me was stuff like, "Hey, Gary, how's the team look this year?" I remember going for weeks without talking hardly to anyone. Well, except my parents. And I think that my success as a coach and as an author is mainly because of all the listening my parents did.
If you're listening to your teenagers, now you're talking. From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
The 17th hole is a 359-yard par 4. The tee shot must be played down the right side to a plateau approximately 105 yards out. The second shot is played in over water to a very small downhill target. Judging the wind is critical because there's very little room for error, long or short.
Doc, where are you?
Doc.
You know where it hits down the right center. I see. That was a fine eagle.
I'm pretty happy with my second shot. He knew he gave a 20-footer for eagle, so I got him at 4 at least time. If I pan out right. Eagles are tough to beat.
Is that a spoon or brassy? What'd you get there, a spoon or brassy?
Yeah. What bear?
I don't know.
It's a 13.5 kilo off the Wilson 1200. It's a real strong 3-wood. It's like a 2-wood, really.
Paul, drink of water.
Yep.
Don't hit it fat.
This is a 359-yard par 4, 17th
Little help
hole.
from your friends there, Dave? Not after making that eagle putt, they don't bother you.
Hope I didn't forget to mention that Dave is a percentage for getting in the tournament for me.
Anytime you make over 10,000, you
Wall.
gotta get 15% back.
Good looking swing.
What's left of that carpet pad?
Oh, he said 7 yards right of the curb cut.
Yeah, that's where I was,
Oh,
right.
he said left.
Well, I was just seeing if you're paying attention. That's 8 or 9. Working fine.
I played here before.
We're all right. O'Neill. Ooh. Could have blood on it. You out of the way, Cup? Well, that's definitely got blood on it.
Ken Green, far right.
Kenny's come up short to the right in the rough, just to the right of the gallery. And he's going to have an interesting shot.
And we'll be right back.
No matter what sport America likes, there's one place America looks. Kmart, the one place with the best brands in sports. Don't let insects keep you from enjoying the outdoors. Stock up on bonus size Repel insect repellent, only at Kmart at great everyday low prices. Come to the one place that has it all in one place. Kmart, where to go when you go out for sports.
Tee Times, Hilton Head's only advanced and guaranteed tee time service. On the tee, hassle-free at any of 19 fantastic golf complexes. For twosomes to large groups. Custom accommodations also arranged. Call 1-800-562-5532 for your tee times.
Bold warriors.
We are the nation's toy soldiers.
Lucky to be alive.
Killing is our business, and business is good.
A young soldier.
I'd like to apply for a line unit in Vietnam.
Ready to be a man. A country at war with itself.
I'll do everything I can to stop the war.
A world television premiere. James Caan, Angelica Houston, James Earl Jones. Gardens of Stone. Monday night at 8 on Channel 20.
Jim, tell us about this shot.
Yeah, this is one I'm not sure what Kenny do. I'm sure Kenny, given a metal play situation, would just pitch down and play it safe. And now he's probably going to try to knock it on the green some way. Well, he may have tried, but it was next to impossible. He had a very, very difficult shot. He was taking a chance there, the chance to possibly get it on the green, and he had a chance of slim and none there. hasn't been the best of days for you golf-wise, but it looks like in every other way, this thing's been a great success.
It's turned out good. We've had a lot of people, so we're happy with that turnout. Obviously, I would have liked to play a little better. I made a few birds, but they're on the wrong holes. You know, that's the way this thing goes.
That's the way it goes, yeah. But you look like you're swinging pretty well.
It's not too bad. A little quick and fast sometimes today, but I think a lot of it's anxiety and you know, just wanting to make sure that everything works right. And I think I'm probably flowing on 110 in adrenaline instead of just, you know, slowing it down.
I think some of the toughest times at the player when you're really involved in everything else and you don't have the time to bring yourself down to the level where you can play. And you've been worrying about everything under the sun, including the gallery stakes, because yesterday Kenny Green was out there moving the gallery stakes so that more people could see and watch today. And you know, a lot of people that don't know Kenny Green might say that he really wouldn't care about that, but we all saw the real Kenny Green yesterday, and that he really sincerely cared about the people and them being able to watch. And I think it's a great tribute. This is a great turnout. People seem to be having fun, and you're keeping them loose. Of course, you keep people loose no matter where you go. Is that Kenny Green naturally, you think?
Pretty much, yeah. I like to goof around and screw around. And, you know, that's just the way you got to be. You got to be who you are, you know. And some people don't like that, and, you know, that's all right. They're entitled to their opinion. But you know as well as I do, to survive out on tour with as much pressure as there is, if you don't behave like you yourself want to behave, you can't play the game. You'll go psycho eventually. You know, you can get away with it for a couple of years trying to be someone you're not.
So if you get in a position and you're leading a golf tournament, you just try to be as much like Kenny Green is normally as possible.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you always end up being a little different, but simply because of the pressure. But you got to try to just be you. You can't be you.
Right. Well, you've done a great job. You haven't been on the tour a long period of time, but you've had great success. And when you've been in the hunt, you're one of those guys that seems to be awfully tough to beat. A guy that I want playing on my Ryder Cup team, representing us, and I'm sure you'll be there for many years to come.
Well, thanks. We hope to.
Okay. Good luck to you, Kenny. Okay. Thanks for having me up here. Okay.
Okay, Mark Calcavecchia, next shot. Slight downhill lie. He's right at the stick. He's moving a little bit right of the pin. And it just holds up. It doesn't make the trap. Payne Stewart in the fairway. Again, much the same lie as Mark. Going to be a sand wedge. He's hit it right at it. Beautiful shot. He's got himself a 7-footer. Downhill lie, sand wedge. Going to try to knock it down, get a little action on it to hold the green. Slight tailwind. Got a lot of spin on that. It's coming right at it. So look at that action. Very nice approach shot.
Moving on, okay.
50% of America shops us every 30 days. Tremendous amount of people come through our doors. And our job, no matter what, is to satisfy those customers. We set up 800 numbers across America where customers can call us and tell us good things or tell us bad things, and we'll respond. Serving the customer better than any other competitor in America is what we do. every day. That's my responsibility.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Union Trust. We're shaping the future of banking. By Tee Times, the advanced and guaranteed tee time service at some of the world's finest golf facilities. For twosomes to large groups, on the tee, hassle-free. Call 1-800-562-5532 for your tee times. By the Danbury Hilton and Towers, home of TJ's, a place for steaks. The Hilton provided accommodations for the 1990 Ping Challenge. By Chase Industrial Equipment with aerial work platforms as well as forklifts and repairs. Call 775-9199 in Brookfield. By Albert's Auto Body, 36 Tamarack Avenue in Danbury. Call 743-3867. And by Beaverbrook Circuits, 10 Grassy Plain Street, Bethel, Connecticut. Call 744-2966.
You know, golf's a mental game. You have to feel good and look good, too. So get a set of clubs that looks best to you. Take my metal woods, for example. They have a larger sweet spot, so they're more forgiving. The bottom line is, get what looks good and also fit your budget. You can buy everything at Kmart, except a golf swing. Got to get that from your pro.
Chip shot by Mark.
Yeah, I think he thought he made that. So did a few of the Gallerites there. They must have lived out. Although Kenny wasn't up there at the time. It looks like things were a little bit quieter again. But now that Kenny's arrived and out of the hole, I'm sure there's some chatter.
What you recall this green yesterday? What do you think of the putt?
Little pocket. I think that's a fairly straight putt. There. I think it's down just a little bit, but I think it's a fairly straight. Might go left to right a touch. A little bit left to right.
Just missed it.
He was playing left to right, and I think it stayed. About the body and goes, whoops. Did they count all those? 3 stabs and you're out.
What a day Dave Rummels has had in this beautiful golf course.
Yeah, this has got to be a bigger thrill to him to have played the way he's played, because he's had a weak year compared to the others, and he's in to win a nice check. But I love this putting stroke. It doesn't surprise me when he makes a putt. It surprises me when he doesn't.
He's got it.
There's another.
Beautiful.
Maybe it took us telling him how good his putting stroke was before he became convinced that he's putted well ever since.
ComSport Productions means corporate communications. ComSport produces commercials, marketing programs, and recruitment tapes for colleges, teams, and corporations seeking to reach consumers, clients, and candidates for employment with an innovative medium designed to relay your strengths and philosophies. And the YMCA is open to everyone, regardless of race, creed, sex, ethnic heritage. ComSport Productions also means sports. ComSport has produced virtually every type of sports programming, from event coverage. If your television screen doesn't relay it, he's putting area, as Notre Dame obviously is trying to keep specials and features. When Grantland Rice penned baseball as a national pastime, he might well have had this community in mind. And when it comes to baseball here, the word tradition has a very special meaning. In the annual Rite of Spring, it's the sport.
And now, the Scholastic Sports Journal.
to documentaries and instructional tapes.
So remember the 4 C's. Confidence, stepping up to the free throw line like you make every single one of your free throws. Consistency, doing the same thing each and every time at the free throw line. Concentration, block.
Whatever your video production needs are, ComSport can provide you with the exceptional quality and economy you demand. Call ComSport at area code 203-748-4053. The 18th hole is a 345-yard par 4. A good tee shot will leave the player with a relatively short pitch into the green. The second shot is slightly uphill, so you only see the top of the flag, making the depth perception a potential problem. But the pin is back right, making birdie a real possibility today. Kenny, a little late getting to the tee.
Kenny, you're the only one that got it right up the hill. Well, I deserve it being goose. You got 1 hole left. You can win this one. You guys want to snap it OB? I'll take it. I wish you would have hit it.
Beautiful shot. Rick Bradshaw?
Oh, boy.
It's a beautiful shot here. He's only got himself 20, 25 yards to the front of the green.
Come back, come back.
It's going left, Jim.
Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be in the edge of the left rough.
Rick, did that stay in the fairway?
I don't think I can
Can't let it rip.
I am.
Nice when you miss it.
I don't think I can
Either
catch that.
stay in this
Oh,
area
God, I
or
don't.
just strip on the rough.
It's not gonna be my head. I'd be shocked if you did. I'll watch this. Kalkabecki's hit it right, just right side of the fairway. 10 yards short of
I'm not even trying, because I can't even sniff that baby.
Kenny Green hit it left, just by Payne's ball in the rough, and it looked like it sat down. It could be a tough-looking lie for Ken.
But you know, I really love your golf swing.
Thank you.
And I mean, I see it as a golf swing that should hold up no matter what the pressure. I mean, as long as you still keep your rhythm and so forth. We all have to think about certain things. What really do you think about? What do you work on an ongoing basis?
When I'm working, Jim, it's just mostly on the tempo of my golf swing, and I think that the tempo starts from the takeaway. So, like when I'm getting ready to hit a shot, I try to concentrate. I talk to myself and say, okay, let's make a nice, smooth takeaway away from this ball, and then everything else just kind of, you know, gets in motion and sets itself and does everything else. But that's really the only key I try to concentrate is just if I the first 6-8 inches away from the ball. If I can keep that nice and slow, then...
Even if you get playing in a lot of wind in, say, South Florida or sometimes in the West Coast and it's cold, you don't feel like you lose the basics of your swing or they don't deteriorate? I mean, we all tend to, but, I mean, it sounds to me like you feel that you have a very solid base built the pieces fall into place. I mean,
Well,
not too many people can do that. That's why
if it gets real windy, then I'll start trying to concentrate on shortening my swing a little bit.
Okay.
Shortening the, you know, I get pretty long and
you have a long swing.
Big arc, and
don't you think that helps you make some adjustments at times in your swing, though, in a sense of, you know, you may be slightly across the line, or you may have it here a little, or whatever. You can feel it.
I think that my timing coming back into it, yeah, I think that I have enough feel to kind of feel that the club's out of position and have that chance to reroute it down at the bottom.
Congratulations on a great career, the last couple of years in particular, and keep it going. Good luck to you. Right, okay.
Today's television broadcast of the 1990 Ping Challenge is presented by Kmart. The quality you need, the price you want.
Don't get me wrong, I love golf, but there are times when I just need to get away from it all. My first stop is always the Kmart Sports Center. They've got everything. Great camping and fishing gear, bikes, and great golf stuff, too. I get a lot without paying a lot. But today, my mind's on fishing. Rod, looks like it swims a little right to left. Gotcha.
Pitch and run shot. How about that? How about that? Get up
You know why he never wins the British Open?
Now, that was a rather unusual shot we saw right there.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, Ken Green.
Kenny Green got a little help there from Payne Stewart. Check his nerve check.
Foul the L wedge. Coming right at the stick. Oh, it landed 2 inches in front of the pin. And drifted about 12 feet past the hole.
Great.
Here's David. Looks like a sand wedge.
Blocking his line, he's standing right
On that shot. Here's Kenny. The fine catch by Ken.
Players coming, players coming.
They're not going to let you win any more money, Dave.
Payne Stewart for birdie.
You hit it. Break low.
Great shot of the gallery around this 18th hole. Quite a crowd today.
It's a beautiful crowd, and they've had a lot of fun. They've been entertained consistently by the comments, and Kenny Green just threw the pin down behind Payne Stewart's putt. It still didn't stop it. It still went 4 feet past the pin after hitting it.
We should say that all the ticket sales at this event will benefit charity, and the charity is the Danbury Hospital. That's running time. That's not the same thing.
If in the future these type players come back, that this could become a huge event.
Ken Green for birdie.
He wins on last hole. The shoe funnel effect there. I think they had prearranged Kenny would win this hole one way or another.
Jim, it was a great event. I want to thank you for coming on with us, and for charity and the golfers, it was a real fun day.
Thanks, man. It was my pleasure. It was a fun day and a good experience. And a beautiful golf course that we got to play. Fortunately, the weather held off for us, and it was fun being with this group of fine professionals.
It was nice having you with us. I'm Matt Adams for Jim Simons. Thanks for joining us. So long, everyone.